Here is a quick movement sequence to combat computer posture. Most of us might be on the computer or in this virtual world more lately. So this is a nice flowing sequence to help us get out of our shoulders, get into our spinal fluidity. So here we go. We're gonna start on your mat, of course, and we're gonna lay on our front, and we're gonna start with just waking up the upper spine. So this is swan or variations therein. But we're gonna find goalpost arms or cactus arms, and then just lay down. Wiggle your pelvis, just make sure your legs are kind of easy and soft. Bend your knees for a moment and then just circle the ankles, bringing some blood to the toes as well. We might have neglected them today. Sometimes we do. Reverse. And then just lay those legs back down. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears like you're saying, I don't know. And then exhale, melt them back down. And just do that once more. Find the full range upward and down the back. Excellent. From here, we just keep those armpits down the back or keep the blades down to the armpits. And then we inhale and we float a little. And notice I'm not here, right? So I'm just gonna look maybe toward the edge of my mat, and I'm thinking more between my blades, those back ribs to open up. And then exhale back down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Press down with those palms and forearms. Inhale, so we're using them, we're toning them. And exhale. And once more there, in and ex. This time, just lift yourself up. Bring the hands in. This is more of a sphinx pose. And depending on how your back, your lower back especially feels, we can be all the way down here, right? Find the place somewhere or somewhere in between that feels good for your lower spine. And then from here, you might have heard of cat-cow. Arch and curl, we're gonna do that here in this position. So we drag our elbows back, chest forward to arch, and then we do a little bit of a curl. And then inhale, arch, chest forward, and then exhale. It's like that space between the blades goes upward. Massage the belly, right? You might feel a little stretch in the abs. And then X. And once more there, arch. And curl. Excellent. And let's find our way back down to the swan. Goalpost, cactus arms, laying the forehead down, loosey-goosey legs and pelvis. Inhale. As we exhale, this time we find our way up. We continue to find our edge. So maybe this is your edge, right? Otherwise, keep reaching, 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 and then come on back down. Inhale, exhale, rise up, and back down. And just one more there, peeling your body off, stretching and opening and waking up our back body. And back down. From here, take the hands by our chest. We're working on that sequence. So from here, elbows are now, it's kind of like they're closed butterfly wings. Now here, it's more of a cobra. We arch up, and I'm really wrapping, I'm going beyond, right? I'm really squeezing, pinching a penny between my blades, and then release. Inhale, gently pushing down, but really squeeze, almost so it's uncomfortable, and then we release. Bringing some blood to the cervical spine there. And in, and squeeze, 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 X. And then just one more there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let that go. Take a moment here in this position. And then let's find it again. Little less squeezy. We just rise up, From here, we're gonna arch up, a little bit of a push up. Go ahead and slide, I'm gonna move my legs forward. Slide your way back into a child's pose. Feel free to keep your hips high if your knees just tell you to. Then from here, we move up through a cat back and we arch back down to that cobra. I'm gonna adjust here. Inhale and exhale. It's like someone grabs your hips and pulls you back. Exhale up to your cat back. And then pelvis leads us back down. Few more there. Inhale. And hips lead you back. Push through the heels of the hands. In my child's pose, my knees are open, my feet are together. And then as I come up through my cat back, they separate. I find my curl and I roll over my knees and back down. Two more. In and hips. Sink back, find the creases in your hips and knees. In and X up through your cat back. And arching back down. One last time. Inhale, using your breath. And X. And in. And X up to your cat back for a moment. Find your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then just arch and curl and arch and curl. Do a little side to side to side to side. And then anything sort of like a snaky spine that feels kind of good, getting into those ribs. When we sit a lot, our lower back can get tight, so this is a nice chance to just kind of play and see what feels good. And then good, finish when you're done and take any or all of that with you, and hopefully it helps you feel a little more open and even more awake. Enjoy.